What is going on, my fellow Schwoke lords? What is up? It is your boy Schweezy, aka the Foreplay King, back at it again with another hot podcast. Today on the show, I have Josh Casey and Lucas Allen. Josh Casey is known as my spiritual mentor, but both of them do a podcast together called what's the podcast called? Drunk Church History. That's the name of it. I'm like looking up some things on my notes here real quick. But no, it's definitely a good show. It's really fun. They drink alcohol and go through church history, which is really cool. Josh also has a book coming out very soon. The title is Tracking Desire. And there's more to that title, but I don't know it at this point, so I'm not going to try to remember it. But Tracking Desire is coming out too, so go follow him on Twitter, is where he usually is because he's a boomer, at TheJMCasey. He'll be able to give you a little more information on that from there and kind of take a look into the whole thing. And I'm going to work on the audiobook too eventually. So we got some cool things coming up with that. But no, they both do drunk church history. This is my first time getting to meet Lucas, and it makes me wonder why he's friends with Josh. But it makes me wonder why I'm friends with Josh. So I can't be too mad about it. Also, some announcements. We are on Patreon. If you didn't know, the new Patreon, one tier currently, it is $5 a month, and you get ad-free episodes of the SchwegCast and also cancel Schweezy as well. It's a great way to support me directly and this channel. Also, like I said, Cancel Schweezy is the new podcast on this very same feed. If you've noticed, you see those episodes. It's just a solo pod of me just talking for an hour with some organized ideas, and sometimes actually all the times there's alcohol involved. Really fun. It's a really fun show for you to get involved with and just listen to. This show, the SchwegCast, has become more of a video show, but that one is a video too, but it's also very good audio-wise as well. So go check that out. Each week I just go through the news and what I've been thinking about, and then I also give relationship advice, which I think might be the coolest part because I'm the least qualified, but also very qualified for that. And also, just so you know, on Twitch, I am streaming video games, figuring out what I'm doing now. We're kind of in a little limbo state. I think I have to get a new game from Gamefly to play. But no, I'm really excited. Figure out where I'm going from here. I'm just playing fun games. I think I played Untitled Goose Game last week, and I beat it in like 2.5 hours. And I was like, I could speedrun this. And then I realized that the actual speedruns are like 12 minutes. So I was very far behind. But I think if I played it enough, I could probably do that. So yeah, Mondays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, play video games. Sometimes I have friends play with me. Sometimes I don't. It's like the adult underwear. It all depends. So go check that out. Go follow me on Twitch. And if you're on Twitch and you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect the two. And basically what that does is if you press subscribe, following me, you get notified every time I stream. But if you subscribe to it, I get $5 personally. And that, because if you don't do that, Jeff Bezos gets another $5. You don't want Jeff Bezos getting another $5. So hit that subscribe button on the Twitch. Also, my new song, Oof, out now on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, wherever you get your music. It's a fun song. I got more songs coming soon. So if you press the follow button on my Spotify, you're going to get notified immediately about that stuff. So go check that out too. But if you want to just support me in general and not any money or any listening or anything, and you just like this show, smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We're still working on building up the YouTube page. I get a look at the audio stats and then the YouTube stats, and the YouTube stats very much pale in comparison to the audio stats because the video's new, so that makes more sense. So make that sacrifice, go subscribe on YouTube, but you can also subscribe for free wherever you get to, and like everything or dislike it, depends, like the adult diapers. But anyways, no, we're gonna get on to the show with Josh and Lucas, and as my boy Garth would say, if this is truly a conversation,
then I say let the conversation begin.
That's the audio files in. Okay, cool.
So, Lucas, this is our first time meeting. I want to tell you a little story about the little bitch we know whose name is Josh.
Okay.
So,
hang on, I need to drink my IPA.
Those probably taste all different. But do you know Brad Pickens?
I do.
So this little bitch here, he told Brad Pickens I was driving from Nashville to the farmhouse that I was drinking and driving on the way there after a huge snowstorm.
I mean, it's just PBRs.
No, it was. I didn't even because here's the thing: there was like a big snowstorm, and so I needed to pick up some beer for the trip, and then I was, of course, at the time, I ran out of beer myself, so I like opened up like the night before and took like 2. And then I didn't drink it till I got there. However, I did shoot up with the McDonald's cup, and when I got there, I did put a lot of rum in it. So
He was plastered within 15 minutes of being there.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure, But anyways, then Brad Pickens now thinks I'm just like drinking and driving like through a heavy snowstorm. Like I'm probably the only person here that uses the Uber app religiously.
Oh, no. I know. I had to pour you into an Uber the last time we hung out.
Wasn't that great? That was...
You know what? I felt like it was penance because I know, Lord knows, I've had to have that happen to me a few times. So
I've never gotten you... I need to get you really drunk, just like...
It's not fun. I just get louder and I pontificate even more than normal.
That sounds like fun. That sounds like a more fun Josh than the one I know. Oh, you guys see, I changed my desktop screen or the background. Okay. Do you like this?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay, so there are several billboards in Kansas.
This one's outside of Colby, Kansas.
Outside of Colby. So it's like Western Kansas.
Okay.
And it's Jesus like peering through a wheat field.
Uh-huh.
And he thinks it's hilarious because the first time we ever encountered this, we were exiting like from a trip, not a youth trip. We were in college. He was in college, but like from a retreat. And, I was like taking the exit and I didn't see it until like it was right in front of my face and it just freaked me the hell out.
Well, he was on his phone with his father-in-law, and so like he was on the phone. I'm like, Josh. I was sending shotgun because I was the oldest in the group, and not held back. So I was like, Josh. He's like, what? I'm like, look at the billboard, and he looks at it. He's like, ah! He like freaks out.
It legitimately scared me.
Like I didn't think it was scary. I thought it was funny, and that's why I wanted Josh to see it.
So, and then now for me here, so Lucas, Sam is the only person I've ever known who planned and organized his own roast. So that's really all you need to know about him.
Well, Austin was helping me with it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I just made sure like the technical stuff was okay. But
and Lucas has a cover band called the Petty Thieves.
That's true.
Tom, it's not Tom Petty covers, is it?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's why. Okay. See, I'm a good guesser. The
name didn't tip you off.
Yeah. I don't know. I can kind of guess cover band names. But I know I'm pretty good. I live with cover bands all the time.
Backstreet Girls is just,
girls doing Backstreet Boys covers. It's like
really tough.
It's kind of demeaning to women because like they're already the worst boy band. So it's like, why would you put women involved in that?
I don't know. 98 Degrees is pretty terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible. NSYNC was the best one, hands down.
So this is this an episode of the SchwegCast then that we're doing today?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. So what is the thing to which why did you bring us to this meeting?
I've never met Lucas before, and I wanted to meet him. That's really all it was.
It's a big letdown.
Well, I've met worse people. Josh has been on the show, and you've met Micah. He's been on the show too.
Have you met Micah?
Yeah, you guys did an eepisode together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you met him online.
The fat guy?
Yeah. Oh, my God, he is not that.
No, it was really funny. If you look at, the funny thing is before, I used to be a really fat. Let me see if I have a picture. Yep, I do have a picture. So I used to be a lot fatter. And
he's telling me it's the Napoleon Dynamite picture.
Yeah, it is, because that was the photo. This is the photo that gave me a wake-up call that I need to lose some weight. This one right here. My friends took off context. And so now I was like, I need to lose some weight. And then I needed motivations. I was like, Micah, let's do a weight loss contest. And Micah doesn't work with fat shaming like I do. And so I can fat shame him and just makes him mad and doesn't do anything to motivate him. So
then he goes and eats more.
Does fat shaming work for you guys?
Not for me. I mean, what worked for me the last time I like made an effort to lose several pounds was whenever my pants weren't fitting very well, and I was like, well, I'm not going to go buy more pants. So
that was true. I just thought when I moved up a shirt size, I was like, well, I guess people just like baggier clothes now, and I think that's just more in style. That's what like I justified to myself.
I've never tried to lose weight. I just keep dealing with having a gut, and now I'm 44. Of course, I have a gut. So whatever.
It works.
But you're married too, though. So like,
oh yeah,
like when you get married, you just get to be fat.
You just let yourself go. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm. That's what I assume.
That's what you assume. Yeah.
I learned from all my married friends, Josh included.
Hey, you know what? I lost all my weight after getting married. So
true. I lost all mine before, and I'll probably lose some after. I can assume that too. After I was married, I assume.
And so
at least an ounce or two.
Right, yeah, an ounce or two.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually looking into qualities for my second wife. Like, you you look for qualities in your first wife, but I'm looking for qualities for the second wife.
Well,
that way...
That's like whenever Leland is yelling at Michaela, I just look at him and say, it's okay. The next mommy will be much nicer.
Yeah, I feel like
Michaela loves that.
I feel like, me in the dating world, if a girl has a kid, and I'm just like, hey, I'm not going to be your father. I'm your mom's daddy. I'm not your daddy. So that's the
I
the
am
rule.
not your father.
But no, I don't know. Josh is, I used to call like my birth control, like just watching my friends' kids, like for a minute. I'd be like, I'm good. I don't think I've...
Yet, we never actually asked him to babysit. That would have...
You did one time.
Concerned.
Would not crossed our mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I've watched other people's kids. Or just like hang out with them for even like 10 minutes. You're like, I'm good. I don't need to... But now that I learned that I'm not like around other people's kids as much because no one is out around other kids that much. I don't know how to... But anyway, to segue from that weird statement... yeah, I learned that just playing Fortnite is good birth control. It's really good birth control. I can tell you that. So if y'all ever need to...
It's hard to get laid when you're playing Fortnite. So
it's true, yeah. Especially when you're like really good at it. That's the...
Hey, babe, I just won my league in Fortnite.
I just got a diamond pickaxe or something.
Yeah.
I actually, mine right now, I think I bought one of the battle passes because, it's fun. Anyways, I got like Captain America is like my character, and then he's got Mjolnir because right now they're doing this huge Marvel thing. So like it's the end game Captain America, which is like really cool to tell my friends' children who are into Fortnite. So, I'm cool in front of other kids.
I like to tell Fortniters that my son has, I got 160-some thousand TikTok followers because he started making Fortnite TikToks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh. See, does Josh have the TikTok app on his phone?
No.
Because I have a theory that he watches it, like he goes through like a feed, like a normal person does, but he refuses to have the app on the phone to justify like that he's not into TikTok.
Can you even look at? I figured it was sort of like Instagram. Like you really can't look at it on a browser. I know you can with Instagram.
That's something I'm asking you because
I don't know.
Because I send you TikTok. What about the ones I don't say?
You send me like 15 TikToks a day, and I watch one of them. I watch one of them a day. That's kind of how I roll.
Well, I'm going to start sending more.
I look at them and go. I'm like, oh, somebody sent me a text. Oh, it's Sam.
It's good.
Oh, it's a TikTok.
It's my job to look at TikTok. It is my job.
I set the read receipts specifically for his. Like there are some, like I only do it for a few people.
Yeah.
I do it for his so he can see that I'm seeing his stuff and not responding.
Bitch. Okay. Well, let's get this show started. And I feel like with you two here, I think we got to start this off the correct way with a little drinks up.
What'd you think? Ready to get fucked up?
Yeah.
So you gotta. This point, it's tradition.
It's my small child.
Yeah, well, he's getting bigger. That's weird. I always think it's weird when you remember someone as a baby and then now they're just like talking and swearing at you.
Yeah. Oh no, he definitely told his brother to fuck off one time, like recently.
Yeah, I've probably told Canes to fuck off a lot too. Probably
most
recently
of us have,
too.
I think.
Yeah. So like, I don't blame him. It's like, hey, I know what you wanted to do, but I guess you can't.
What are we drinking there? It's a nice Chardonnay.
Yeah, it's a fresh box of Franzi. I learned.
Yeah.
Soda box, yeah.
So I figured out. So I live stream video games Mondays and Thursdays over on twitch.tv/the Schweezy. And
way to get that in. I'm proud of you.
I just had to get. So like I realized like I was always like, hey, I'm gonna go get another drink real quick. I'll be back. And then I like put it on like a pause screen, come back. I realized with boxed wine, I can just leave the box in here and just refill whenever I want. Like it's like
you could set it next to your bed and like hook a straw up to the bottom of that and just from bed whenever you need it.
I wish it was acceptable for me to bring like a box of wine to the gym. Like you put it on the treadmill. Like it has the setting for it. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can get bottles. One thing I justify with the boxed wine is that I'm not drinking it straight out of the bottle. Which,
but when you hold the box
like
up,
sucking the bladder out of the box. Like,
yeah, that's not comfortable, and I don't want to waste it. That's why I don't like put beer in food or whatever. You know, like I just can't waste alcohol. It's like against my religion. This cult I've started, and
the alcohol appreciation club.
Yeah, and I also learned you can just buy Alcohol Anonymous coins, so. You don't need to go to the meetings. You can just buy them. Like, so they're not special. So anytime someone's like bragging about their coin, I'm like, you dumb bitch.
Look,
like,
I got 3 of them.
Like, you just bought that. Like, don't tell me you're better than me.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you're getting over pills, like, see, I cannot go to AA.
Okay, Eminem.
Because I bet the stories are terrible, and I'm not going to be able to sit through that. I used to go to church, and I think that was enough boring stories for like my entire life.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard more good things about AA than I have about church. So
yeah, true.
I was watching a show where a comic couldn't get any stage time, so he started going to AA so he could get up and tell stories, and it was all just like jokes about alcohol and alcoholic parents and all this stuff, and it was really funny.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd do that.
That's fantastic.
My parents don't drink though, so like it's kind of weird like going to their house because you know like. There's a different vibe to a house when there's like a drinking family and a non-drinking family.
Yep.
So like I used to, you know, like I go to like Josh's place or like my real friends here, and that came out wrong. But like, and then you go, I'm like, God, there's a nice little bar area. It looks like a place you can accidentally spill a drink. Not my parents' house though. You know, like that would be a cool place to set up a bar if you liked alcohol.
You got to smuggle in your alcohol when you visit.
Oh, yeah. I hope they don't listen to this episode. But, yeah.
He keeps it under his sock drawer. To the right. Back.
No, they turned... So my parents now live in like a 4-bedroom house. And, well, like back when me and my brother lived there, so it was like, 3 bedrooms and then a guest room, taken up. And so I suggested to them, like, you should, like, find a college student you actually like and, like, rent out a room, get a little extra money, then help pay my rent. And then... And then they're just like, no, we're not living with like any other human beings ever again.
You ruined us.
Yeah, me and my parents are terrible roommates. Love them. I love my parents, but we are terrible roommates.
Your parents are terrible roommates with each other or with you?
Just with me.
Oh, okay.
There's like, like, I feel like, me and Mike are good friends, but like we'd be terrible roommates and we just know.
Yeah.
I feel like, and you think
Micah would murder you in your sleep.
No, I actually think, talking to like Colin and Travis or Justin, like, I'm pretty like on my own when it comes to like when I'm home alone. Like I just like close my door, like hanging out on my own, doing my own thing. Like I only get really extroverted when I like do podcasts and actually have to perform, like pretend I'm performing to you medieval muggles or whatever you call yourselves. I don't know what I said there. That was I was like, I'm going to try to make an insult and then like, I said medieval muggles.
I'm happy with that.
No muggle shaming.
No muggle shaming.
I don't know, but like, no, I think Micah would annoy me way more. She's like, Micah's just like smoking a cigarette in the living room. Like, God damn it, it smells bad in here.
That does sound about right.
So I'd get more pissed, yeah. But
he was still rolling his own cigarettes whenever he lived with us for a few months.
I know.
Back in Missouri.
Oh yeah, you had to like tell him, it was like, you can't smoke hookah in the house.
Like, yeah, and I know he did. It was just like I figured if I like strongly told him enough that he couldn't do that, then he would like open windows and shit. Whereas if I didn't say anything, he would leave the windows closed. So I was like, I'm not going to pretend that I think you're actually going to not smoke here. I'm going to assume you will, but I'm going to tell you not to, and then I've covered my bases.
The best thing about that, me and Micah, we both lived in Warrensburg around like 4 years. I lived in 2 places, 1 year in the dorms, 3 years in the same apartment, and he lived in like a new place every single year. And so like I was around his mom, and he was like, Sam, how can you like know how to live in the same place, but Micah has to move a new place every week? I'm like, I don't know. I think Micah's just a terrible roommate.
Everyone hates him.
It's fun messing with Micah around his mom because they'll get into like some argument, and they're both going to want you to take sides, and then he always takes sides with his mom because it really annoys him. He's like, dang it, Sam, you're not helping.
It seems fair.
He wanted to get like a dragon tattoo on his arm, and his mom was freaking out like, that's a satanic symbol. And that was the argument, and I'm like, yeah, Micah, I think it's a satanic symbol. I don't think you should get that on your arm.
I think it's a bad look, man.
Mm-hmm.
Micah was one. I always praised his ingenuity for he would buy like expensive beer and then buy hams.
Yeah.
And he would like stack the ham like in his mini fridge up high. Yeah. It's like you had to, and then like 3 deep. So you had to know it was back there to even get close to like finding the good shit.
That's the way to do it.
See, I'm okay with shit beer. Like I'm fine. I can drink that. Some more than others. I'd rather have a PBR over like a Natty Light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then Budweiser's like a free. Like you take it for free. That's one that's weird. Like you don't want to buy like Bud Light.
I drink it for free.
But I'll drink it. I'm not going to buy it. But no, I think all IPAs taste the same, and Josh thinks I'm like broken inside, which is true.
Yeah.
But that's different from the point I have. Now, here's another one. I can drink any wine and like it. What are your thoughts on that? Beer snobs.
Any wine.
Gotcha.
I like not having a refined palate because I can drink box wine and it doesn't taste like good wine, but I like it. And then when I get like good wine, it's like, hey, bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep my bourbon palate unrefined, so I can keep buying like $20 bottles of bourbon. And beer, I like good beer. I can taste good beer, but I'm a PBR, Bud Heavy. I buy that a lot too. So
yeah, it's good. I mean, it has its moments. Every beer has its place.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not going to drink a like Four Seasons IPA at like a really shitty bar that's my band's playing at or something like that.
See, I've gotten to the point where with wine, where I know the styles that I prefer and like when I want to drink them. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what is good. Like I can't remember which ones I've liked and hated, but I can tell pretty quickly whether or not I'm going to like the wine or not. If I like it, I can easily put away a whole bottle on my own. Like really quick.
It's like a serving size.
Yeah. A bottle is one serving.
Yeah. It's been a very long time since I've opened a bottle of wine and not finish it the same night or day. Cause sometimes it's the day.
And my favorite thing to do was when I would know that Michaela was going to be gone for like a whole evening. And like I was responsible basically from the time the kids got home from school until I put them to bed, is I would wait until about, like 4:30 or so when I would get ready to start making dinner. And then I would crack open the bottle and then just throughout the whole night, like for the next like 3 or 4 hours, I would drink that bottle and it'd be gone. And then like by the time it'd be, about the kids' bedtime, we'd be sitting down to watch some Phineas and Ferb, or I'd read him or something. And I was like pleasantly buzzed. They would go to bed. I'd crash on the couch and watch something until I fell asleep. And it was like,
it's the way to do it.
It's a perfect night.
Yeah. It's a lot of nights for me. Hit that Fortnite, drink some wine.
Yes. That's the same as lovingly tending to your children and making a nice dinner.
Well, it's really bad when I stream, on twitch.tv/the Schweezy.
I think it's a Schweezy.
It's the
I don't think you get a definite article.
Well, actually just Schweezy was taken. So anyways, like I'll forget how the stream ended. And like I do a lot of story-based games. And so like I'll like have to remember where I left off. And I don't want to like open the game to see because I could open a cutscene or something like that. God forbid that happen. So I'll have to like watch the end of the stream, and then like there'll be times I'm like, I'm like really out of it. So yeah, come watch the streams. Are really fun and entertaining. Just basically me drinking and playing Mario.
Twitch.com/aSchweezy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another like Schweezy who has
There's
like
another
one
Schweezy
song
out
out there. He has a song called like Kawakari or something like that. And I'm like really mad he exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to play some of his stuff later. It's decent stuff.
Cool.
Mhm.
It's not shit, you know.
Oh, yeah, I have a new song out right now. Not
He
like,
lives in Nashville, and it's not shit. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not country music, so
hey, not all country music is shit. Just some of it. A lot of
yeah.
it. Just a lot of the stuff that you hear on the radio.
I'm like trying to think of like good country artists I like currently. Casey Musgraves is good, which is funny because she likes pot, and I got her record on April 20th. So
Nice.
like it came in the mail. I was like, this is cool.
Have you heard Zach Bryan?
Yeah.
Not Luke.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They all sound the same, but yeah.
No,
Their names sound the same.
Oh yeah, he's like if Zach Brown and Luke Bryan had a baby. But I just discovered him today, and his stuff's. I mean, he's like if you have like your Isbell and all that kind of like good country. This guy's like the punk rock of that genre.
Okay. Because
Like-
music always has to like evolve. And so like the weird thing with country is they decided to go with like this bro country to try to combine with rap. And I don't think
Yeah, that's
people
no.
like that anymore. So like I think they're kind of moving in, country pop's still a pretty big thing. And I think it has its good parts and bad parts. I've been to a lot of open mics where like the girl sounds like first album Taylor Swift. I'm like, that wasn't even the good album. Like, stop it. Like,
Yeah, I still for right now for country, pretty much all I can handle is Jason Isbell, Sturgill Simpson, and Josh Ritter. Like those are the like when I'm like I'm going to listen to country today. If it's like a modern thing, then that's pretty much where I go.
I ran into one country guy. Like we got our haircut at the same place. Thomas Rhett. Thomas Rhett. Yeah, I was like. And like I had like the weird predicament because we were just both sitting there and like minding our business. And I was like, maybe I should go talk to him, but I also don't know any of his songs. And I've never listened to any of his songs.
I really like. You should have just come up with a song title.
Yeah, man, I really like that one song, "Honky Tonk Badonkadonk." He's like, that wasn't me. I was like, oh, probably. I don't know. But I was like, I'm not gonna
your song Tub Thumping.
Like, I don't want to get caught in the corners. Like, oh yeah, I don't listen to your music, but it was nice meeting you, man. It's like, and so forever, like I walk away. I'm like, damn, that guy's an asshole. And I'm like, I want you to know me a little bit more before you call me an asshole, like most people do. Like,
everyone's going to eventually call you an asshole. So.
Yes, and I want you to like call me an asshole for the right reasons.
Come to that revelation honestly.
Yeah, exactly. I'm noticing like you're trying to grow the beard out, but what I really think you need to like do chops, like just down to the like kind of this area here.
God no.
And just get some nice, like you kind of got it going there. Some nice chops.
Well, I know some people are like the hair. Everyone's like, you kind of look like Elvis, and I'm like, well, like it's nice because like, are you talking about fat Elvis or are you talking about like the one that women liked? It's like because that can be like a compliment or an insult saying you look like Elvis.
You could do the chops with the hair and just do a rockabilly thing, and that'd be I
feel like rockabilly's been done correctly, and no one else is going to
it doesn't
get that right.
There's not going to be a reinvention of rockabilly.
Yeah, it doesn't need a renaissance.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of struck a chord. Yeah, but anyways,
oh man,
let's see here. I have some talks of Josh's children. No, I actually have this. I have a lot of them just in the vein of just labeled as Josh's family. Let's take a look here. I had one. It was Josh in 30 years. Let me find that one. Where is it? Okay.
Josh in 30 years? As in when I'm 60?
Yeah, this is like the guy I think you're going to be in 30 years.
I hope it's
64.
I hope it's, there you go. I hope it's the guy from Up.
No.
That's who I aspire to be.
Hanging out with a little boy.
That's you in 10 years.
That's you right now, just hanging out with a small child. Being angry all the time.
Leland was in Scouts for a while.
Yeah, I feel
before coronavirus. Kind of like how Cadence was in karate before coronavirus. I need my children to go do something.
I feel like, I don't know. You both have kids, so I feel like I'm not going to sign my kids up for like Boy Scouts. I feel like that's a solid way to get them molested. But that's like my
not as much
opinion.
anymore, you know.
I don't know. I
Well,
feel like
People are watching now.
For us, it was actually both of the boys. Like both, that was their idea. Leland, like a troop leader, came to talk at school and for his class, and Leland was like,
Sounds
"That
like a
seems
good
like, yeah." He's like, "That seems awesome. I want to do that." And we're like, "Okay." Kate has asked us for years to do karate or taekwondo until we fought. Like he kept asking, and so we're like, "All right, well, you really want to do this?" And he was doing really well, but then I don't know, maybe he got the Casey stink on it because the place closed down. So
I was in Monroe County.
Monroe County, yeah. Which they're great, but everything else is super expensive, so I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
this is Josh in 30 years.
Hello, I'm Tim Pierce at Carnegie Museum of Natural History with a snail joke for you. Why does a French snail lay only one egg at a time? Because in France, one egg is enough.
Oh, wow.
I could see that being Josh. No, yeah. Josh, thoughts? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I feel like his joke is probably wittier than anything I would come up with on my own. So, you know, I give him a solid 4 out of 10.
Okay. This one is titled Michaela's Second Husband. So
Please be the Rock. Please be the
I
Rock.
want more women to post themselves breastfeeding their children on TikTok because it is a healthy thing. And any man who has a problem with a woman breastfeeding doesn't understand the benefits the kid gets from it, number one. Number two, if he's squeamish, he shouldn't be on stuff like this. And number three, it is 100% okay. It's part of nature. Because if you can't handle that, then how the hell do you handle needles and all this other stuff in life? I mean, grow the fuck up, people. Seriously. This is supposed to be an American app now that everyone gets along and has a good time, not Mr. Oh, you did not do that. It's offensive. Fuck your feelings. Donald Trump 2020.
Oh yeah,
See?
Tanya.
Wow.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna.
that's definitely Michaela's type, I would
Oh
say.
yeah, she's
did
totally going after a. I feel like that's like a country Tony right there.
So, yeah, I've actually done a deep dive in him. He actually thinks
Because you did.
the entire world invented coronavirus because they wanted to get Trump out of office. So they all decided to like ruin all of their own economies
Yeah.
just to get Donald Trump out of office. So, I mean, he makes a lot of sense. He thinks Dr. Fauci is a Nazi, which, I mean, based on
that checks out.
So, yeah, he doesn't trust Fauci. So,
He's
I
an
think,
Italian fascist. He's not a Nazi.
but
Much different than the American fascist that Trump is.
oh, actually, Eleanor's on TikTok. I found her. So I'm excited to see this.
Dad, do you want to see a magic trick?
All right, Carol, what's the trick?
I'm gonna put you to sleep. Close your eyes, Dad. Wait, right there, Daddy.
Okay, kiddo. Whatever you say.
Abracadabra, Daddy.
My God.
Took a
Yeah.
left turn pretty quick.
That's I was really hoping that was going to be like an aluminum bat. Really get a nice.
Oh man, just like murder her dad.
There's like blood on it.
She didn't blink the
geez.
entire time, and I am all for it.
It's pretty terrible. Oh, jeez.
Okay, I want to show you this one, and I just want you to go into this blind.
Look, let's be real. If your name is Josh, your parents didn't plan for your future. They didn't even plan for you to be a baby. What baby is named Josh? Like, only 7 through like 18 can your name be Josh. Anything after that, you're kind of fucked. Like, if I'm an employer and I have a Josh and a Steve, best believe I'm taking fucking Steve. Because when I introduce him, I'm going to be like, yeah, this is fucking Steve. Not, this is Josh. This is Josh. I'm sorry, Josh.
Yeah, like that's a point.
Were you the one that sent me the screenshot? You sent me a couple screenshots from Facebook
Yeah, there's a big trend I've seen. Just like
there was one where like they're all going to go to the same coordinates and like have a fight, like have a big battle royale, and only one of them gets to live. And the coordinates are like some field out in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Just all the Joshes come out here. There's one. My favorite is like, imagine carrying a baby like in your womb for 9 months, and only to name it Josh.
And then there's a bunch of Joshes that don't like it. Like,
they look at the angry face reacts, and it's just all people named Josh. Those, oh man, I've had to save that one for such a long time.
Oh, I've gotten that a few times from you now.
Oh, well did I send that? Okay, well, I can't remember everything.
You know, it's like everything you send, it's pure gold every time I get it, so.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I understand the type of person I am to you.
No, yeah, no. I already told Lucas you're the worst person I know. So
yeah, I know.
Which I tell you regularly. So.
Yeah, I've had people say worse. That's the best. It's like, you know, like I get like, you know, people like I get like comments on the internet or whatever, and just like, yeah, I don't really care. He's like, why don't you care? Are you mad? Like, and like ex-girlfriends say mean things. I'm like, I've heard the worst. Like, nothing can really hurt my feelings.
They've already said mean things to me in bed. Why would I care what they say online?
Yeah, I'm like, come fight me like a real man in Tennessee, pedestrian bridge out downtown Nashville. Let's do this. We want a crowd.
Yeah, obviously.
But yeah, no. Josh, you've been in a fight before.
I have?
I don't know. I was just making small talk.
I mean, I know. In preschool, I punched a kid, made his nose bleed.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Jeez.
And nobody's thought to touch Josh since then.
Everyone's like, be back off of Josh. He is off limits.
It's true.
Yeah.
Went through a real dry spell in middle school where I was bullied all the time, but you know, I never got beat up. So.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like we have different meanings for the word dry spell.
Yeah, right. Well, that dry spell coincided with another one because of the bullying. So.
But I mean, it's also middle school, which I feel like that's probably okay.
Yeah. Whew. That was a shitty time, friends.
Oklahoma.
See, I joke that we should send all middle schoolers to an island and just see who survives after 3 years. But I definitely would have been one of the ones that died.
But it'd be like the biggest assholes.
Yeah, so like I would have been one of the ones that died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't always win the battle royale. That's what I've learned playing Fortnite. You know, because if you didn't know, I play Fortnite.
Sam's Schweezy witticisms. You can't always win a battle royale.
This episode of the SchwegCast is brought to you by GameFly. Most of you are already aware of GameFly, but for those of you who don't, it's the best video game rental subscription service for one low monthly fee. As a Twitch video game streamer myself, I know there are two types of game. One type is the game that you'll continue to go back to time and time again, like Breath of the Wild and Super Smash Brothers. And then there's those other games, you know, that you only play once and then never pick up again. And that is where GameFly is perfect. Most games come in at around $60. And, you know, these new AAA titles come in at $60. But with this link in the description of this episode, your first 2 months will only be $10. I'm a subscriber myself, and I played through Pokemon Sword, and I loved it so much that I wanted to keep that copy. And with just a click of a button, and you just pay the little extra money, you get to keep the game that you rented from GameFly. You don't even have to worry about anything else, and they'll go ahead and send you to the next game. I'm excited for the month of October. I will be getting into Luigi's Mansion because that is a very spooky game, and that's Halloween, so it's the spooky season, which I am super excited to play that game. I already got it in the mail, and I'm excited for once October kind of rolls around, I can start playing that game, and it is super fun and awesome. I love GameFly. Like I said, I'm a subscriber myself, but you can get your first 2 months for $10. You just got to use the link in the description of this episode, and you know what? Start playing those games. Mm-hmm. The end justifies the memes.
You need to start just, you know, making like live, laugh, love stickers, but with things like that.
Yeah, I'm working on like shirts, you know, one for the true daddy. Lucas, do you know what a simp is?
Yeah.
Okay, I had to teach Josh
that. I didn't fucking
that.
know what it was. I don't know anything.
I have like teenage 20-year-old kids.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you know, simp's actually a good term to be made by the kids these days. So
The chillins.
here's
the
someone who did not know what a simp was. And let's go to it.
Okay, here we go again. This is Dr. Phil showing his ignorance today, but I've been in quarantine, so I'm spending more time on social media than normal. So I've been finding things that I have no idea what the hell they mean. Come on, guys, you need to give me a translation guide. Here's one. Simp, S-I-M-P. Now, it's like, I am a simp for Dr. Phil. I have no idea. I have no idea. This could be something really dirty or something really stupid. I don't know. I need help. Give me some help. Translation guide, please.
So, Josh, don't feel bad. Dr. Phil did not know what a simp was either.
Dr. Phil didn't know either.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil McGraw. And basically, if you didn't know, the doctor in Dr. Phil is actually short for daddy.
Oh.
As said so here.
You have to stop commenting daddy on all of my posts. I ain't your daddy. I hate to break it to you, but I ain't your daddy. And your real daddy's probably getting his feelings hurt. I appreciate the support. It's a little weird, but I do appreciate the support.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get everyone I know to stop commenting daddy under his photos, but I also comment daddy on his photos, so it's kind of hard for me.
We stand Dr. Phil, so.
Yeah.
You what? Oh.
We stand him.
Yes. New thing is, he actually has some good things to say, but then also does like 50% trash TV, 50% like trying to help people, which that's why he's a daddy.
I think those percentages are generous.
Well, you know.
I think it's at least 80-20.
I have the Oprah Winfrey Network, so I can tell.
Oh.
I can tell what daddy does and what daddy doesn't do.
Well, but he is your daddy, not mine. So.
He's everyone's daddy. That's what doctor is short for. Haven't you heard?
Yes, we did. Oh man.
But okay, so Josh, would you take your kids to this place? I think this is really cool. So I just realized that was Rhett and Link in the background of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I totally forgot they used to do like commercials, but I thought that was funny.
That's
the Butt Drugs is in Indiana.
Oh, did Josh tell you about that?
No.
Yeah. I didn't tell you about
Didn't
it.
tell me
So
about it.
yeah, no, when I think in January went to the farmhouse, before the world ended,
Yeah.
I saw a billboard in Louisville for butt drugs, and I was the only person in the party of that weekend to actually see this billboard. And then for the next hour of my drive, that's all I thought about.
And then when he got there, that was all he would let any of us think about.
Yeah.
Well, there's
For
a lot
like
of
3 hours.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Like, you think about like, why would you name it that? Also, like, it's kind of funny, and then they're kind of aware it's kind of funny, and then like, you really gonna keep that? Like, when you think about like starting a business, like a lot of times you have to get like a loan from a bank. So you're sitting down with a banker. And they're like, all right, so you want to start a business? That's cool. Let's see, what is your business proposal? All right, butt drugs. And then like the banker thinks there. So
is this a suppository repository?
You know, prostitution's illegal in Kentucky, right? Like, you're aware of this? No, it's not what you think. It's a pharmacy. So you think you could get a better name than butt drugs? And this is like the old time when they had like soda fountains or whatever, pharmacies. All right, and got ice cream there too. Do you think people want to go to butt drugs? Like, someone approved a loan to get that business.
Butt drugs and ice cream.
There's a lot of things that happen to like get a business like started.
They should have called it the Butt Drug Soda Fountain.
Yeah.
Or the Butt Soda Fountain and Drugstore.
This episode of the SchwegCast is brought to you by FNX Fitness. FNX Fitness is committed to creating innovative supplements of the highest quality that provide focus for a productive morning, energy to thrive all day, performance supplements to reach new goals, unique sleep and recovery formulas to support any sport, and healthy supplements to support an active lifestyle for years to come. They also have a fantastic clothing line so you can look good while you work out as well, which I always like to look good working out. Hashtag pray for Micah. We all know the drill. With your purchase of any product from the FNX Fitness website, they even donate a gallon of water to a child in need, so you know that each purchase you make really is helping someone out. Using promo code SchwegCast or link in the description of this episode, you can save 15% off your order. Again, that is promo code SchwegCast or link in the description down below. Save 15% on some great performance supplements. There's a lot of things that go into.
That was like the Evansville-based law firm that I keep sending you pictures of.
Dank and Danks. Danks and Danks. Like, I'm going to commit a crime in Indiana.
They should shorten it and call it Danks a lot.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Lots of dank.
There's like this one Bart Durham in Nashville. I got to pull up a picture because I saw a commercial of like the two. It's like a dude and his son, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm pulling up the picture right now. Anyways, like the commercial, the dad was like standing perfectly still and like not moving a single muscle. Then all of a sudden popped into frame and just started talking. So this is like the son, and that's the old creepy dude. And he was just standing still. I'm like, it's probably like a green screen photo or something. And then I was like, no, he's alive, barely.
You should use the solid color background as a green screen though.
Is the dad dad or trans dad?
I think it's a normal dad.
Okay.
I think it's a non-Caitlyn Jenner dad.
Because I saw there was a thing I was interested in, then I noticed under one of the pictures it said like LGBTQ chamber or something on there, and I was like, started to confirm my suspicions even more.
Oh yeah, I think.
But don't go down that road because we can't make fun of them if it turns out.
Oh, don't worry, I will. No.
Worst person I know.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all.
Still regularly uses the R word. It's fine.
I actually try to say R-worded instead of the actual R word. And I don't use it in the right, like, proper definition.
I'm just trying to get you canceled.
I mean, I can't say Trump supporter because people might get mad.
That seems fair.
So, I realize they're either R-worded or they're racist. Like, that's your only excuse for being a Trump supporter.
I mean, I'm really trying to figure out a way to fight back against that, but
that's the kind of effort I don't even care to spend right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although I heard he got to be driven around today.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm sure his Secret Service all really enjoyed being stuck in a car with him.
Yeah, now they're like, cool, Secret Service quarantine for 14 days. So.
Could you imagine just like having to be like the Secret Service for him? You're like, I'm laying down my life for this guy.
Yeah, seriously.
What I also learned, like people, Secret Service people, bodyguards, bouncers, most of them don't have a 5-year plan.
Yeah, that seems probably fair.
I don't think they've thought that through.
They don't invest much.
And you're like, you imagine being like a doctor working on Trump. You're like, what would be better? What should I do right now? Because I guess doctors, most of them do the Hippocratic oath where they're like, we always got to save lives, no matter what.
Do no harm.
Yeah, and you're like, that's why I probably couldn't be a good doctor.
You would be deciding whether or not somebody's worth being saved.
Yeah, I'd also end up probably being the one that gives out all the cool drugs.
Unnecessary rectal exams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also like, probably reason I'm out.
Come here.
I'd do it like if I didn't like the person, maybe. Just, from what I learned, all things are possible with lube.
I feel like actually you'd enjoy being a dermatologist, so you can like poke zits, like watch them.
Oh yeah, I watch those videos all the time. Actually,
that's great stuff.
I don't think it's that gross. I don't know.
I saw one on, I don't know if it was Tosh or something like where it was like a like just massive thing on like a donkey's ass or something, and it was just like
those are like abscesses, I believe. It's just like all liquid.
Yeah,
it's an abscess. It's on the Learning Channel, TLC, the Learning Channel. And you know what? It's weird when you actually watch TLC for the trash TV, then you actually start to learn something. It's
Was TLC the one that had the Love on the Spectrum? No, that's Netflix.
That's Netflix, and that's an actual good show. That's very
well, because Michaela really liked that too. But
in the first episode, one guy on a date was like, "I'm really into Asian women," and then the woman was like, "Oh, ... I'm not Asian," and it was just the perfect awkwardness I've ever seen in my entire life, and can say I've been in worse. So
I haven't watched it because I thought it was like a show, and then it turns out it's a reality show.
Yeah,
it's only a couple episodes though.
Okay,
and it's really funny. And then they tell them the things they dislike. It's always like trains and people chewing, stuff like that. It's like, oh, and you're like thinking like, oh, that's funny, and then you're like, oh, I probably have that same problem too. I just wouldn't put that like on a dating show.
You just wouldn't be willing to say it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first thing that comes to mind.
What are your turnoffs? Scratchy topics.
Really strong. I actually don't like really long like fingernails. Like, like women, like they're way too long. Because because mine just gets so much
acrylics. You mean?
Yeah, like even acrylics. Yeah. Because I just know how much dirt gets under my fingernails, and I just think that's gross. What's your guys' turnoffs? Bald women? That's
bald men.
Bald men are a turnoff to me.
Bald men. Yeah. No, you guys are married, and you don't have to describe your wives, so.
Turn off.
Big teeth.
Big teeth?
Yep. Yep. There are really pretty women who then they smile and I'm just
like, hey! No. Ooh.
I know.
Sorry.
Well, no, there's this one chick I went to college with. Like, she didn't have the best teeth, but like, it's not like yellow, so it wasn't like anything she couldn't control, Like, you just eventually have to get them braces or whatever. And I guess she got braces or Invisalign or something, and then she started smiling in all her photos. I'm like, whoa, what happened there? Just like 3 years later, and things change. Good looks are forever, but people change. That's why I always say.
What is that from?
That was me. I made it up.
That sounds like a John Ralphio-ism, which I guess you kind of are John Ralphio. So.
No, John Ralphio is Leland, and then Eleanor is Mona Lisa.
I'm going to be on the couch. You know where I be?
Dad, I don't know what happened, but like accidentally pay-per-view porn was just bought. It's going to show up on the bill. I don't know what happened. And I should have worn my Indiana shirt, but I wore this one for the occasion.
Yeah. Did you? Okay.
I can't see.
So stand
below the high line.
So I know Steve Austin was sending these out, and he sent a bunch of these out. So this guy, there's this picture going around the internet with that dude sitting on the edge of the bed with his flaccid penis still being at least a foot long.
Yeah, it was bigger than.
Like it went, like the dude literally was a tripod. Like when he was sitting on the bed, I swear it was touching the ground. And so Steve sent that to me. And then like a day later, this fucker sends it to me. And then from both of them, I start getting, and like it's always hidden. So like the reason I first got it was they sent me a link that was, whoever got to me first was like, it was a link that said like, this Trump does something or other. And so like, it was like I thought it was a news story. So I click on it. It just takes me to that picture. And then they've sent me other ones where it's like, you look at this picture and it says, now look at this picture. And then it says, now look at this picture. And then you realize like, it's a bunch of tiny versions of that picture, like inside of something that is just like, no, you don't have to.
That's a censored version of it. But like I can sneak it in the link, and you got to do it like very, he'll be very frugal about it. So I'll go just like the power went, like there was a huge power outage in Nashville in May. And so I was just like texting all my friends. I'm just like, yeah, so here's the map of when all the power is going to be back on in Nashville. As I said, we open it and it's just good old wood.
Well, because right before that, you had actually sent me a map of like how close the tornado or whatever was had come.
Oh yeah, that's how I got a lot of people.
Yeah,
because we had those big tornadoes.
I care for you. See what happens.
Well, no, it was actually pretty close to where I live. But no, I sent it. I'm like, yeah, here's a map of where the tornado went, and then I sent that link again, and people just opened it. That was a great way to get everyone involved. Involved with the photo. But
see, I have only gotten him once where I sent him a picture that legitimately just floored him, and it was of Leland. It was a school picture. Let's see if I can find it before he goes here.
I might be able to find it.
This one. I sent that to him, and I still, even though we have the regular version, I keep the watermarked one because it's that funny. Like I sent that to him.
It's better that way.
It's just, that's the one time I think I've sent Sam something where he was literally falling apart.
I'm like, I've seen him smile normally too. That's the weird part. He's just like, eh.
Yeah, he still has trouble smiling normally, but we're getting there. Now he's got both of his front teeth gone, so
oh wow,
that makes for interesting pictures.
He's at that point in life.
Yeah.
All right, do you guys want to see some Christian talks?
First. Christian?
There he is. Forget it, girlfriend. He's only got eyes for God. Everything's got a price, but he's a Christian. Hey, Billy. No.
Except no thoughts. And that is me. I sent that to a girl. I was like, this is me and you. She thought it was funny.
It's part of his master plan.
Yeah. You gotta try. I don't think I talked to her anymore. But anyway. Anyways, it's fun, but I don't know.
So when are you, I guess, are you now, or when are you going to go back out and start, performing at like open mics or, scheduling shows and stuff like that?
It's so different right now. You're just kind of like, it's probably going to happen once a vaccine happens.
Okay.
So it's like, and then you see people crossing like, I'm playing at this bar tonight. I'm like, you're ruining this for everyone. Like no one wants to hear your shitty music right now. And so quit playing music live. Like just wait.
We can hear all of our shitty music if we all wait long enough.
It's just kind of like, like people like wanting to go out to bars is a problem. And people are like, I'm gonna go out and play music tonight at this show. I'm like, you're ruining this for the rest of us who actually try to make good music, not like your little whatever Jimmy Buffett cover band or whatever you are.
All your Tom Petty covers.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, but like, it's weird. Nashville's taken a lot differently than like Kansas City and Bloomington. All of Josh's kids aren't wearing masks ever.
What? Like that. No, it is interesting though. So like I do part-time work at my favorite brewery here in town, mostly to get the free beer. And I'm really interested to see how things are going to change in the next month or so, because so far we've had a lot of outdoor seating and like we've got some of those big outdoor space heaters, but they're not going to last for long. So we have tables inside, like less than we used to, but I mean, it's still you can still get quite a few people in there. And so I'm just not sure like what they're going to, like how it's going to work in the future.
Yeah.
Well, Switchyard's pretty big. So, I mean, that's not, so I guess they're going to have to they have bouncers there?
No, we've never had anyone carding at the door. There's no cover charge or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
well, and because,
we just.
I mean, up until that point, it's kind of intended to be more of a family place. Like, it definitely is a brewery, it is a bar, and because we're at a university town, we get a ton of college students, and just other community members. But like, it's not uncommon to see kids and other stuff there. So we used to be able to have dogs inside until the pandemic kind of forced them to open up a kitchen. Like kind of accelerate the plans to open up a kitchen. And so now dogs aren't allowed inside, but
I think if service dogs are allowed.
Yeah, service dogs are allowed. And if you tell one of us that it's your service dog, we're not going to like card you for it. So we don't really care. But
dude, I had somebody bring their dog into Starbucks one time without or drop the leash or something. Just like, oh, it's a good dog. And it came around behind the bar where I was like making drinks, trying to run it. And it's a big dog. And I'm like, get your dog. And the guy's just like some like hippie dude. And he's just like, what? And I'm like, get your dog out of here. And he's like, oh, it's not my dog, man.
Dude.
I don't care whose dog it is. You brought it in. Get it out. It was the best.
Well, like the real service dogs are actually like really well behaved.
Yeah.
Except for one at a day job, like where the HR ladies would give this dog like treats all the time. Every time it would like go to like the break room, like near the HR office, it would just like immediately like dart.
So you're not supposed to do anything to them if you're not their like person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. But unless you befriend the owner and then you got to hang out with the dog.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Leland has taken an interest in training our dog, so she now knows how to shake because he very determinedly spent a week teaching her how to shake, and so now she can do it, or however many days it was.
That's really good. I've never trained a dog to do anything. I've also never had a dog, so.
I've trained a dog to cower in fear.
Every time you pick up a studded belt.
Jeez.
JK.
Just kidding. Lucas does not endanger animals.
I love my dog.
Although he did let his dog try to eat a wood bee and then watch the bee buzz around in the dog's mouth.
You know.
But that was fun for everyone.
Yeah, dogs can be dumb. That's not my fault.
Truth.
Yeah, Micah's dog got bit. I'm like, Micah, I'm surprised his dog's still alive, to be honest. Because I've just seen him inebriated so many times. I'm just like, that poor dog.
Oh yeah, if I lived alone, my dog would have to learn how to take care of a drunk person.
Yeah.
Bring me a blanket and bring me my water bottle.
Make sure my alarm's set up for the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just accommodate my life around that. So just I'm not too far from my kitchen. So if I need water, I just have to actually get up.
See, right now, I'm feeling a little tired, but I know I'm on standby tomorrow, so I know I'm not leaving at 6:30. I'm like, I could go for a fourth beer tonight, Why
not finish that box of wine?
Yeah, go for
life
that.
Life is short.
Indeed.
That's right.
I know it's impressive. Ladies, would you like to qualify to be with me? I will drink an entire box of wine. I will sing you some emo classics. And annoy you. And that's what I bring to the table. What about you? And she then does not reply to my texts. And that's how that interaction works.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
See, you both are lucky because
are those the bullet points on your Tinder account?
No, I think one is Blanche in the sheet. No, Dorothy in the streets, Blanche in the sheets. That's one of them. And if she doesn't get that, I don't think we're going to work out. What else do I have? My profile. Preview. What other memorable things do I have? Oh, dislikes include bad covers of Tracy Chapman's 1988 single Fast Car and men who don't go down on women. That's... And then I quote Smash Mouth in, "A king who doesn't is no king at all."
So there was a whole Twitter thing where... I think it was DJ Khaled.
Yep, DJ Khaled.
Khaled. You can tell the story.
So it was an interview where it was said DJ Khaled says he doesn't go down on his wife because it's something just a king doesn't do that to his queen. And then Smash Mouth was the first person to reply, just saying, "A king who doesn't is no king at all."
Nice. I didn't know Smash Mouth was a person, but
yeah, well, it's basically two guys. So.
That's everyone else.
It's the guy and whoever.
I think his name's Steve or something.
Everyone else has fallen by the wayside over the years.
I just like referring to bands as a person.
Yeah.
The ice they skated got pretty thin.
Oh, okay.
Water's getting warm.
I say it's climate change warning right there. They knew what they were talking about.
They did.
So I want to tell this story. And so the last time we were at the farmhouse, sitting at a long table, but this was our little group. It was me, Josh, Pickens, and then Josh's eldest son, Cadence. And I just had my phone sitting out like this, just I wasn't looking at it. I just had it out like this. It was unlocked. Cadence is like, "Ooh, TikTok." And so he presses the app on my phone. And so the app opens up. This, with my algorithm, this is the video that plays.
Man, y'all see my fucking smile? Yeah, y'all wanna know why I'm happy? Do you know why I'm happy? Guess why I'm happy. You know why? Because I just fucked the dude. Swag, bitch. Gra-da-da.
And I lost my mind. Just to think this is the first thing that comes up with my algorithm.
Wow.
And...
That's great.
It's special.
And Brad was secretly I like these TikToks, but I'm not going to act like I like them.
Oh no, Brad hated them with a passion. Don't worry.
That's what he says. That's what he says to you. But
yeah, Dr. Brad Pickens.
You know, he is a doctor. Doctor, short for daddy.
What?
He got his doctorate in Scotland.
Oh, that's not even a real country. So
I know.
That counts.
They keep trying to become a real country, and their mama country keeps saying no.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What is Scotland? They have like Scotch tape.
Scotch.
Oh, Scotch. Yeah. True. But this guy is actually.
Where are the homes
Highlander.
at? A question many have asked, but few have the answer to. But good thing they called Boston Jones, because he can solve any mystery. I started my search where you can typically find the hoes. In the backseat of my car. I searched every square inch, every nook and cranny, every dill and dive, every crack and opening, and I even searched the trunk. Not a hoe in sight, but who needs hoes when you have friends? I'm lonely. I'm going back in the trunk now, okay.
So, the mystery continues on where the hoe's at.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
But the old guys are getting tired, man. What do you need?
Okay, do you want to watch some Christian talks? I've been saving these up and ruined my algorithm for you.
Okay, well, if you ruined your algorithm for me, then yes, I want to see them.
I love Christ talk.
Christ talks.
Okay, well, this
isn't that what Kanye was going to do?
God talk.
God talk. That's what it was.
Because this is a very Christian themed episode. Here's a classic cartoon.
Come. I mean, I knew you would come, but you've come. I have come.
I don't know. It's just like some random cartoon.
That one you do need to send to me, please.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Why don't you send these? So
I think I've actually sent that one to you. The other ones are just like I'm saving for this episode. Like this one.
Bro, I just started reading the New Testament and they killed off the main character. I don't even know if I want to keep reading now.
Bro, you never guess what happens next.
Spoiler alert. But I don't know, I feel like it kind of upsets to actually, get that ruined for him. Okay, Josh, I know you do this.
Can you do it? My God is a shield. My God is a rock. My God is the man that keeps me on top of the hate, on top of the lies, on top of the devil who's in disguise. My God was chained. My God was bruised, but my heart he still pursues. I've been broken. I've been lost, but I still take up my cross.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do that every morning. Actually, that's kind of like my part of my morning.
Like when
routine.
you get in the car before you start it.
Yeah, like that's kind of, and then I turn on the. Yeah, totally.
But you two.
I didn't teach you that. I thought I taught you that.
No, I actually learned it from TikTok. I learned a lot from TikTok.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm on it all day, every day.
Yeah, it's
so
like
have you both been on mission trips? I
Well,
assume
yeah.
this is just a quick question because I've listened to your show. Make sure you keep my name out of your mouth. This guy really gets it.
You know, when I went overseas, I was expecting to change lives. But what I didn't realize is that the life that would be changed would be my own. Also, I can put world traveler in my bio now, and chicks dig that. Hey, who wants to see me start a fire? I know how to do it. I learned how to do it on the trip. You just rub the two sticks together. I just need a few more minutes, guys. Why don't you just let God start a fire in your soul through worship or something while you wait, because it's really hard. Set a fire down in this pit like you did to me on the mission trip. Come on, Daddy God, please. So day one, we checked into the hotel and made sure they had a good free breakfast. You can't serve orphans if you're hungry too. That's what our leader said. And then day two, we actually got to pray for the homeless. Not like in person, just like in general in our private time. But then we went ziplining. This staff is really important to me because I got it on the trip and I don't really have a great spiritual story. I bought it at a gift shop.
What a great guy.
He gets it.
He does get it.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been there, right? It's a universal experience.
This episode of the SchwegCast is brought to you by Duke Cannon Supply Company's Beer and Bourbon Box. Duke Cannon hails from a simpler time, a time when the term handyman was redundant, a time when chivalry wasn't considered old-fashioned. Duke Cannon's purpose is simple, to make superior quality grooming goods that meet the high standards of hard-working men. In the history of great duos, the partnership of beer and bourbon is even more important to our way of life than mac and cheese or, if you're British, fish and chips. Comes complete with 3 big beer soaps, a deliciously scented sandalwood soap made with Old Milwaukee beer, a fresh citrus woodsy offering made with the Deschutes Fresh Squeezed IPA, and a warm cedar scent made with Budweiser, and 1 big American bourbon soap. And a rich oak barrel scented bar made with Buffalo Trace bourbon. A perfect gift for the gentleman who appreciates a fine drink and a distinguished fragrance. Use the link in our description to get free shipping on your order over $20. Oh, yeah. You both live in the Midwest, so you'll appreciate this wholesome Christian mom.
Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. Nice of you to join us. No, we can't turn the air on. It's under 70. We gotta let the fresh air in. God knows you don't get any of that anymore when you're all locked up in your room playing your X station. I even opened up the windows. I got the oscillating fan on in the corner. Jerry, turn on service. Turn on service. It's going to start. Isn't that so neat? We don't even have to go to the chapel to watch anymore. Jerry, turn on the thing. I want to see how long until worship. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Isn't that so neat? Hey, I hope you don't mind. I use some of your pre-workout in my coffee. Yeah, it gives me a little extra pep, especially so I can keep up with Hillsong during worship. Yeah, it's the closest thing I can get to prescriptions nowadays.
That's like, I found another one of hers, and like I sent this to my mom, and she got super offended. Let me see if I can.
I was like, when I got I was in high school, and we were at like Six Flags or something, and I found a Jesus action figure with like real gliding action.
Yeah.
And, that's the real one.
And everyone thought that I was being very, cause it was like with a church thing.
Yeah.
And they all thought that I was being very sacrilegious. And I was like, no, this is legitimately funny. And I think Jesus would laugh too. And if he wouldn't, then I don't want to be his friend anymore. I think that was the beginning of the end. I was in high school. So
there's always a
tell. Did I not save that into this folder? Maybe I didn't. Oh, well.
Since then, he's lost an arm. It's very sad.
Surprised Michaela hasn't thrown it away yet.
Oh no, we usually, he sits in my car now to protect me when I drive. But
it wasn't the Buddy Christ, was it?
No, not the Buddy Christ, not the.
He has one removable arm for some reason that is easier to lose.
No, this guy, but he did get passed around between Michaela and I. We would like hide him. So like we would hide him in like June in someone's coat, and then they would find it, a few months later, or you'd like throw it in the back of their drawer or like wherever. So he's now in my car to protect me.
Well, this is how I protect all my one-night stands.
Dear Lord, I pray that me and my new friend will get a good night's sleep and be well rested for tomorrow.
You always got to sneak them in when you can.
That's right.
And it doesn't count unless you say it out loud, obviously.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's how because God can't hear you.
Yeah.
But do you know Kelly?
Huh?
Yeah. Do you know anyone named Kelly?
Do I know anyone named Kelly? I'm sure I do.
Because I found a message that's for her, and I'm not sure if she's received it yet. I just want you to make sure you got this out for her.
Okay. Kelly, quit sending nudes to my man. Seriously. Get it through your head. He does not want you. And quit telling him you're going to come over to his house and do shit to him. That's my job, not yours. Fuck off. He does not want you. You have 4 kids and a husband who seriously loves you. You wonder why he's not home all the time with you. It's because, yeah, you're a fucking whore. Quit texting him. How in the hell did you get his damn fucking number? He blocked your number for a damn fucking reason. Quit sending him pictures. I got proof he wants me. I really do. You want to bring that up? Shit, I've been with him longer than you, bitch. No wonder me and him are getting engaged. Fuck off.
So, if you know Kelly, please
I'll pass
get
that
this
along.
message to her because I need to make sure she got it.
Yeah, that's
Very
that
happy
seems like it's very important for her to know this.
You know, it seems like kind of a personal conversation, but I'm glad she just posted on TikTok.
Well, now the Chinese government knows if they didn't already.
That's right.
Well, I know it's American company now, as Michaela's second husband would say.
Yes.
So
Trump 2020.
Trump 2020. Let's go back to the Christian talk.
Trump's corpse 2020 at this point.
Yeah, Christian talk. Let's get back to Christian talk.
Okay.
Good morning, church. If you guys have any distractions this morning, just let it go.
Hey, you can't be hating on Passenger. I mean,
that's a good song. I don't know any other songs.
I don't know. He was one of those ones that like showed up all the time in my Pandora algorithm back in the day. Shows what I was listening to.
Never understood why people chose Pandora over Spotify.
I mean, this was really before Spotify was much of a thing, so.
Yeah.
Or before it was much a thing for me, so.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Pandora was around way before.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, when Spotify came out, I was just like, I'm using this for the rest of my life. And speaking of simps...
I guess I am a simp. A samurai infused with massive power. You disrespected Pokimane. And for that, you will pay the price. Forgive me, Pokimane, for I'll have to go all out just this once.
I was really hoping he was going to do something.
Well, he is going to do something, if you haven't noticed. I found the video of the Midwest mom, which is my specific Midwest mom, who I sent this to my mom, and she got really offended. So let's watch it together and enjoy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. What's up? What do you see? Do you remember Mary Allen? Mary Allen. Nope. Mm-mm. Yes, you do. She taught you swim lessons when you were 2. You know this. I don't remember that far back at all. Yes, you do. Her husband's a firefighter, and she lives on East 7th Street, the yellow house with the red door and the little white dog. Still nothing. Nope. She has the 2 little girls. One's a redhead, the other one's really jaundiced all the time. You remember that? It's a little rude, but no, still nothing. Well, I'm this far into the story now. How does it end? What? Oh yeah, she died. Yeah, it's so sad. Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, it's real sad. Yeah. Hey Jerry, did you take the trash out like I asked you to do yesterday?
Like, legit, my mom, every conversation I have, it's bringing up some random person I barely remember. At best,
Someone that changed your diaper.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, they died. I'm like, what?
So I had this text thing with my mom a couple weeks ago where she was asking if I remembered these people, and I thought it was going to be one of those, and it ended up being her saying like, well, I didn't know if they were around after I moved away, but I remember the name. So she doesn't even know the people, but she remembers the name. They're just like, oh yeah, they moved to Georgia and his wife has cancer. And I was like, what is the whole point of
Just like bring it up to like bum you out. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, well, she's always telling me about people I don't know or care about, so I'm pretty calloused anyway. But
I know, it's like at this point, like if I don't know you, I don't care about you.
Yeah.
But
seems fair.
Similar.
But Josh always says he's my biggest hater.
I am. It's true.
But-
I am the biggest hater of all of your haters, and there are many.
Well, I got this guy on my side now.
This is my kill my haters gun. I want them to say their prayers. Say your prayers, fuckers. Let's hear the haters who lie. And?
Well, so Josh, I hope you're scared.
I'm terrified. though I will say though, at his roast that he organized and planned, I specifically set out to not give him what he wanted by roasting him, and instead told him a bunch of nice things about him, which I think actually made me win the night, because I think I made him feel more awkward than anything else.
No, I think the winner
was that the guy. Was it the person who like made you vape or like vaped in your face? Is that what it was?
No, I think Justin or Skylar won that night.
This is fair.
But Skylar he read the like Webster's dictionary definition of Sam, which is like some airplane term, and then he read Urban Dictionary's definition of Sam. It's someone who masturbates profusely. And this was all at the campus house too, where Josh worked.
Well, like we said, the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
So Josh, we recently shared a love of Chipotle Ranch together.
Oh yes, Chipotle, as in like the dipping sauce. Yes,
yeah. Which whenever I can give you like a proper Nashville experience,
the gear shift there was I was caught in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yes, speaking of hating, but no. So like. This episode of the SchwegCast is brought to you by Honey. Honey is a free browser extension you can download using the link in the description of this episode. Honey searches the entire internet for promo codes, coupon codes, free shipping, and anything else that will save you money when buying things online. It is 100% free, and at no point will you have to pay for it with any microtransactions. It's just as simple as pressing a single button, and you can start saving money. It's that simple. I use Honey myself. I've been using it for years, and it's a great way to save money on pizza. It's a great way for me to buy audio equipment online. It always saves me money. I've gotten 40%. I've gotten 50% even before. It is so great. I love Honey, and you will too. And if you don't use Honey, it's basically throwing money away. So use the link in the description of this episode. Install it on your web browser, whether that's Chrome, Safari, Opera, whatever it's called, and start saving money on things you buy every day anyways. Here is an actual good list or a TikTok explaining like what each condiment you like means, like the meaning of it.
Here's what your favorite condiment says about you. Condiment is ketchup, then you're a basic bitch and you get like way too drunk at parties and cry every single time. If your favorite condiment is mustard, you are pretty dependable, you're a pretty good friend, and you have an outstanding warrant for your arrest in the state of Oklahoma. If your favorite condiment is hot sauce, you have diarrhea. If your favorite condiment is a pool noodle, you drive a Ford Tahoe and you're semi-illiterate. If your favorite condiment is a dog sled being pulled by about 8 or so huskies, then that means your grandma's name is Cheryl and you binge watch Home Depot commercials. And finally, if your favorite condiment is communism, that means that your last sexual experience was with a 58-year-old man named Greg, and one time somebody told you that you could use milk as lotion, so now you use milk as lotion every day, and like nobody has the heart to tell you that you're just dripping in milk all the time. Like it's not working. You need to start using regular lotion.
I gotta say, I don't really feel like I'm missing much from the youths these days. I mean, we had intelligent things, very cerebral things like Homestar Runner and...
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We had Charlie the Unicorn. Like, that didn't help any of my brain cells.
Shit.
Well, we can always get back into Christian talk.
Oh, man. About that time.
Tap in, God gon' deliver. Please don't give up. All you gotta do is read a little bit of scripture. Face don't happy, faith don't give up. You better get right or the devil gon' get you. Hey.
All right.
So, but anyways, you guys gotta get going.
Services? Yeah, I think so. It's about 10 o'clock here, and we're old.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But anyways, let's do.
We're on the
I have
right
one more
time.
talk for you. I think this was a quality one.
Was this the one you were waiting for?
No, that was the. It was like no one plans to have a baby named Josh. That was the one.
That's
what this whole thing was.
That was the whole point.
But no, I think this one is the whole point.
I've invented the milk and slide. It's like a slip and slide, but it has milk and rocks. But mostly milk. That's the main selling point.
So the milk and slide.
That was okay then.
I'll tell you my favorite TikTok follow. Well, maybe my favorite. I gotta turn the volume down. He'll come up. Just keep doing something.
Okay, well, yeah. So since we're getting ready to leave, where can we follow you guys at? Pornhub links.
So we have the Drunk Church History podcast.
We do.
And we about every other week, although we're about to take a little bit of a break. And we typically focus on one person through church history and kind of make fun of them, and then also say like some interesting shit that they did, and sometimes why it might still matter, and drink a lot of beer. And let's see here. The episode that just came out, we started out by doing Cards Against Humanity, but with megachurch pastors as the answers. So that was a lot of fun.
That was good.
Jim Baker Toilet Wine and Andy Stanley's Anus and Creflo Dollar and some other shit. So if you grew up in the evangelical church, a lot of the stuff we talk about will make sense. If you didn't, a lot of it won't, but it'll still be funny sometimes. Yeah, so
you're going to do an upcoming episode on Father Tim, right?
So this is...
Hi there, it's Father Tim. I've been getting a few questions now. Well, this one is a bit challenging. They asked me, they said, Father Tim, do you ever get horny? I'd say, hey, that's a tough one, because I tell you what, some of the women that I see on TikTok... just to cut to the chase, yes, all right, I do. Just telling you the truth, and I want to be honest with you. So, anyway, there's the answer to that question. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other.
So I'm really excited for that episode.
All right.
We're going to interview Father Tim at some point.
We're going to do that. All right, you need to look up, you might have seen him, at Petey, like Pete with a Y, USA.
Okay. Opening the app right now.
He makes it all worthwhile for me. I'll show you some in a second.
I've seen this guy.
He's brilliant. He's like the best.
Yeah, he looks like a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's the kind of guy my mom think would play Jesus good in a movie.
He would. He'd be a good Jesus, or I don't know. I can see him being like a Bartholomew.
Would he be a good Jim Caviezel as Jesus?
He'd be, what my mom's
He's
version
playing the
of Jesus
documentary
is.
about Passion of the Christ.
He's like, oh, Tim, you want to see the movie about Jesus? This new movie with Jesus in it.
They're making part 2.
Passion of the Christ 2.
Slated to happen.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ 2, Endgame.
I think it's supposed to be what happens in the 3 days in between. Or the 37 hours. However you want to look at it.
It's 6 one way, 12 in another.
So it's going to be like a sci-fi spiritual battle in hell.
I just hope Jesus gets a love interest finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not fair that he only gets a love interest in the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah. Last Temptation, I think he did it.
I was wondering how hung... I always think about how hung Jesus was.
Well, once on a cross.
Someone should have wrote that down. I feel someone had to have written that down. It's out there somewhere.
It's got to be.
Thing on.
I mean, they stripped him, and nobody says anything, so he couldn't have been couldn't have been huge.
There's that one Old Testament prophecy that's like he had no form that we should like. So I figure he was just a regular.
He's modest,
average guy. I mean, like,
do you think he was a grower, not a shower, or like?
I mean, I feel like maybe that's the case with everything he did. He was definitely a grower and everything. Yeah. He would take 3. The loaves and the fishes.
Yeah. He grew in wisdom and stature and...
Yeah, see?
Oh, if he grew in wisdom and stature, then...
Yeah, especially stature.
I believe your English interpretation of the Bible. So
Yeah.
Yeah, which
the only real
version are we referring to here?
Yeah, no.
Stature can have multiple meanings.
My favorite part of the Bible is how people interpret it.
Yeah, that's the best part, for sure.
It's like, how am I going to... put God into my belief that Ruth Bader Ginsburg should have died.
I did hear this, that she died because some pastor prayed that she would die. So
jeez,
yeah, man.
Someone needs to go to that pastor. I'm like, hey, don't you think that's a little fucked up?
No, because
I
babies
matter.
Trump
would get COVID, so
So
Hey, look at that.
So by the time this episode comes out, there could be
Will
something that
be
goes on with
out.
Trump, and it's
who knows? Who literally knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
It's October 4th today, so like we say something that's inappropriate.
Well, I have tried to be a relatively gracious person, but
God damn, he makes it hard.
it's like all the Republicans are. I saw Bill O'Reilly saying like, "You people are like heartless," and it's like you're fucking Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah,
like
fuck it, I'll do it live.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Like the worst person, and then he's like, "But I see all these Republicans like saying to be nice," and it's like because that's what you've bred all this time is just niceness and empathy for anyone who's not you.
Jeez.
Well, no, in my mind, it's like I shouldn't wish that he dies, but then I also think in my mind, it's like the world would be a better place if he was dead. It's like
so
the two wolves inside of me.
I have my thing. I hope he dies after a long life and a long prison sentence. That's
Yeah, I saw someone. I was like, I'm okay if he dies from COVID as long as it happens after the election and we suffer the humiliation of losing. I was oh my God.
That is one thing I've been thinking about. Like, if he dies, there's a good chance they could delay the election.
Yeah, so basically...
He's also a martyr, and it justifies all the fucking crazies.
Yeah, so basically, if he is incapacitated before the election, then Pence could become the acting president under the 25th Amendment. But if he were to die before the election, then they would have... It's funny, because obviously whenever all this... like when this thing's actually released, no, this is gonna matter, but for one reason or another. But yeah, so like the Republican National, not the convention, but like the committee, like the small group of people who actually just like they can vote on a new candidate, which I would assume would be Pence at this point. Like I don't think they would just throw someone in at the last minute, but
and they might.
Chris Christie.
Yeah. So who knows? But
Rudy Giuliani.
Oh my God. So yeah, so like they would have to vote on a new candidate. But at that point, so many votes have been cast. Like this is so like completely new territory that it's probably like everything's probably going to work out like normal, and we have a normal election. But
yeah,
we'll see.
Too bad. I had to have a normal election.
God, normal
mean
elections.
It's weird that I still have a Missouri driver's license, but I'm registered to vote in Tennessee. It's really. So I have to like change my license
You're
over to vote.
You're supposed to change your license after like a month, dude. What's wrong with you?
I know it's like been 4 years when I haven't had a problem with it yet. So they don't care what state you're from when you buy alcohol.
That's true.
No, they might when you vote.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, I have to get it changed before I vote. So it's like everyone's like, "Are you registered to vote? You're registered." I'm like, "Yes, I'm registered to vote. I just got to change my license."
That won't take any time.
Yeah, they're just
not at all.
Just like
luckily, you don't have a day job anymore, so you can go to the DMV whenever you want.
Yeah, no, this is well, it could cut into my TikTok time, so I'm gonna. Have to,
well, you can do if you get your headphones in, you can do your TikTok anywhere.
True, but yeah, no, but not the TikTok side.
Okay.
I think we just watched all the TikToks.
We watched all the ones that are available to be seen.
That like the YouTube will allow.
Yeah, seems about right.
The ones without music. Yeah, my episode. I got an episode like removed from YouTube, and
oh yeah, you mentioned that,
which is funny because the episode before that was not removed, and it literally had a guy masturbating on it.
Because he's all about high quality content.
Well, it was it was the 69th episode, so I had to show. I literally played porn, and YouTube didn't block it, but for some reason
I made it. Well, it had to be later in there because I made it about an hour into that before I was like, "All right, I'm done."
It's pretty good. I thought it was a fun episode.
No, it was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm. That's my hole. Come on, Josh. Don't be stingy.
Oh my God.
That was the video I played. I should have showed that. Maybe I could play it.
No, we're good.
Lucas, do you want to see it?
I don't know. What is it?
Oh, okay. That means
Let's see it. I should see it.
It's gonna make me laugh.
I need another beer.
Okay. Well, this is my. I don't know how to describe it here.
Right before you come, yeah, I'll swallow if I want to. I have no problem swallowing. I'd stop for a minute and I'd put a big hickey on your inner thigh there and just suck on that and make it nice and red and let you remember me after I'm gone and turn
like
over,
a souvenir.
and I would play with your cheeks. I would maybe even massage your little hole and make you feel just the only man in my life. You're just it. Well, it's normal size. It's not that big. Well, the one thing that I'm going to tell you is that the first time it's going to be quick with me because it's been a long time. Okay, you come. Let me see how much you come. Let me see all that come. How much? How big a load I'm going to swallow? Let's see how big a. Okay, well, you just let me have it right now. I need it. I need it right now. I need it. I need it right now. I need it right now. Okay.
Oh my God!
Can you see this? Okay, give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I need it. I need it. I need it.
I sincerely hope this is the episode that gets blocked.
Give it to me. Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy. I'm going to put this in your mouth, and you're going to have to suck it dry. You're going to just suck it dry, Mark. You got that beautiful mouth. You got that. There's going to be enough of you for me and enough of me for you.
Worst
I know
person
that.
I know.
Come on, Mark. Come on. Show
That's
me
gonna
that
be
you
great
like
when my
me.
wife
Show
walks
me that
down
you like me.
stairs here in a second.
Come on. Give it to me, Mark. Give it to me, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can feel it. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh. Damn. You bet I'm coming up in May. You better believe I'm coming up in May. You are terrific. I know you're going to be good in bed. That's all I can say.
I watched that. I've watched that so many times.
Where?
And it still makes me laugh.
How?
There are so many questions, but I'm afraid to ask any of them.
Yeah.
I didn't edit that video for safety. I saw it on a podcast, and
Sure you did.
like, so. Well, it's normal. It's not that. Someone did a remix of it and like made a song out of it and like auto-tuned his voice. It's so perfect. It's on my current jams playlist. But come on now, Josh. Don't be stingy.
Is that what you listen to when you work out?
Yeah, it's going to be the song I play at every party I go to for the rest of my life. Shout out to Hen Dog and his remix of "Come On, Mark, Don't Be Stingy."
Your beautiful mouth.
No, we figured out that in like 50 years, there's an alternate universe of where I'm that guy. His name, he looks like Ed Asner, so I call him Ed Asner. And Micah would be Mark. And so that'd be me and Micah in an alternate universe where we're 50 years older and gay.
That seems fair.
Mm-hmm. But he's not in good shape. He should have kept the shirt on.
I mean, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin if you're going to be only in your skin.
This is like the worst stuff I send you, Josh, and you always complain that I send you the grossest, worst things.
Oh no, I know that you're holding back, and I'm okay with that.
I'm
trying to set the bar.
In a span of 10 minutes, I've seen at least 10 prolapsed anuses. And I always understood the concept of a prolapsed anus, but I really did not think that through like I thought I did. A prolapsed anus is unbelievable. Like,
I'm okay with just the concept, really. I think I'm all right with just understanding the theory.
I prefer it in my imagination.
Yeah, I think
it's not a good sight. You don't want to see it. Like,
I think prolapse theory is actually a very good area of scholarship, and we should leave it there.
I've actually heard a lot of doctors say you should not prolapse your anus.
I would imagine that's the case.
So
4 out of 5.
Yeah, I always say 4. There's always one that's like, it's okay.
I mean, do what you gotta do.
I always feel like when someone says 4 out of 5, I'm like, are you covering your ground, or is there just like one guy who just does not know what he's doing?
Just an asshole.
9 out of 10 dentists say you should brush your teeth every day. I'm like, there's one dentist who's like, you don't need to brush your teeth every day.
You're fine.
He's like, come on.
I'm like, come on, man. You're
the
fine.
bristle industry is just trying to make you their stooges.
Actually, so if you're a person who doesn't like really enjoy brushing their teeth, which I mean, I'm one of those people, but I still do it because, I'm trying to make out with women in bars eventually someday. Yeah. But like if you switch to like a children's toothpaste, like you'll start brushing more you'll enjoy it more.
Now, see, I like the mint. I don't want like bubblegum flavored.
I like the baking soda. And
Yeah, I do baking soda because it actually whitens your teeth.
Medium bristle. So it's like
Quip, which is this episode sponsored by Quip? It can be.
I thought every podcast was.
I thought every podcast is. That's how I got my Quip. I have a Quip. So does Michaela.
Ooh. I have a Quip too, and they are one of the sponsors.
They're pretty great.
They are pretty great, but my sponsors are the best because not everyone has GameFly, Duke Cannon, beer and bourbon soap.
Oh yeah, is that what you're getting me for Christmas?
I probably can. Use my link in the description. You've already heard the ad read. But yeah, and then GameFly is my favorite because they help me with my live streams. And then
that's the game rental site, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great which is great if you have games that you're only going to play once and never play again. And then, we have FNX fitness supplements because I'm a fitness guy ever since I defeated Mike in a weight loss contest.
Yeah.
And Honey is an also great sponsor.
Yeah, so, I used Honey before.
Yeah. It's great sponsors, everyone. Thank you for...
I saved 30% on a moving truck rental with Honey.
Hey, look at that.
It is pretty good. I love my sponsors. I have great sponsors. And you can also sign up for my Patreon.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you have Patreon?
Yeah, we just created it.
Now, see, I keep thinking that we don't need Patreon for the Drunk Church History. We just need to make a bunch of merch for people.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of T-shirts that say caveat audiens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is, the big thing is, because my Patreon's one tier, it's ad-free episodes.
Yeah.
So everyone listening to this who purchased the Patreon's like, God damn it, I have to hear the ads now.
Yeah. You see them make the ads more and more annoying until they finally have to sign up for Patreon.
Yeah.
That's the goal, people. But I also like the sponsors, though. So it's like, maybe, people can listen to it for free. It's like, people need beer and bourbon soap, right?
Of course. Well, you could do a live reenactment of the "Don't Be Stingy" thing as yourself.
Oh, that's true. That
can only be on Patreon.
Yeah.
There actually is a SchwegCast Pornhub account, which I was going to start uploading episodes to. Then I realized I had public people on here. It wasn't just me. I was like, I don't think... I named 5 artists I've had on the show recently. I'm like, I don't think they'd appreciate being put on Pornhub in any circumstance.
That you can somebody could Google Pornhub and their name and they show up.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think they would like that. It was very 3/4 of the way through setting up everything. I realized
at this point, I find it pretty funny, but I don't feel like I have to impress anyone right now. So
that's true.
Yeah, if it was like a show, if it was a possible show with me and Micah. We could get away with putting on Pornhub. It's just us talking. But when I have, guests, I don't think.
And when Josh becomes a Christian again and is trying to get a job.
Josh, you should become a mega church pastor.
Yeah, obviously that's in my future.
He's
See, I don't know why Michaela didn't get her grad school thingy, college, whatever, in Nashville.
Master's degree.
That's what it's called. I don't have one of those. I have a bachelor's.
I have a fake bachelor's.
Yeah.
That's kind of like mine.
Yeah, I mean, for all we're using it, may as well be, right? But the difference is if you decided you wanted to do something with yours, you could.
Yeah, I'd have to move. I don't think I could do it in Nashville. I can couple people, but nothing to pay bills.
Yeah.
I could move to Kansas City. I could, depending on my clientele, I can make bank.
Yeah.
Or Indiana, Bloomington.
Yeah, see? Although I don't know, that seems really close. I think maybe I like
maybe Indianapolis.
Housing prices in Bloomington are kind of
it's just it's probably not what you want around here.
I can move into the farmhouse and
Brad's always looking for.
Brad loves me, so
yeah.
He actually did text me every day today.
Yeah,
I sent him that picture. I'll read the conversation out loud. Due to personal reasons, I'll be drinking again this weekend. I'm like, then I just just wanted to give you this life update. And he's like, just the weekends? Sounds to me like you've been wasting a lot of weekdays. I'm like, this was just a weekend update. I'm still drinking heavily every day. Don't worry. He's like, good man. ... And
sounds right.
But I also texted him
on brand.
I also did text him like, hey man, when were you going to tell me you moved to Detroit? To Michigan? And then he just didn't respond back. Sent him some merch ideas, specifically Dr. Phil. He did not respond to.
Sounds about right.
Sent him a meme.
Well,
what if we kissed?
he's in a place now where it's where weed is legal, so he's probably distracted.
I'm upset he moved farther away from me. I think that's the worst part.
Yep. Up in the UP.
And what is his parents going to do with that large ass house?
Well, the way he's described it is that he's renting it out to a rich, gay, estranged uncle. So
that was not what I wanted to know. That's nothing I expected from Brad's family.
Well, that's why all three of those adjectives are necessary.
Jeez.
Man.
The Pickens family tree is a mystery.
No. It's at least still a tree. My family's is more of a bush on most of the sides of my family.
My family's just like, I have cousins the same age as my parents.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of cousins. Cousin uncles.
Cousuncles.
Yeah. And your kids are somehow part of my tribe for some reason.
Yeah, they somehow have become part of this.
Can't wait for them to hear the new music where I use cuss words.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. They need to hear. They actually really liked the EP, so I need to show them the next one.
Yeah, especially the music video, because the music, which is out now, FYI, my song "Oof" by me is out now. All right. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you guys go. I probably kept you like 40 more minutes than you wanted to be.
Oh, you're fine. That's why I figured. I would start the process, and we'd get around to it.
We're both Midwesterners. We're all Midwesterners, so we have to do the Midwest goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, where can we check you guys out at again? Social media, Pornhub.
So Pornhub, Drunk Church History, specifically Lucas's balls. On Facebook, we are at DC. Well, we are at Drunk Church History, and that's also on Instagram. On Twitter, we are at DCH Pod.
Yeah.
And you can find us on most of the places you can get podcasts.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you boys take it easy, as my boy Big Time Tommy would say.
We would.
And bye.
Bye.
Pray for Micah.
Hey, you just finished a full episode of the SchwegCast. I hope your brain cells don't hurt. If you want to support this show financially in the best way possible, go check us out on Patreon for $5 a month. You can get ad-free episodes of the SchwegCast and is the best way to personally support me and this channel.